those green eyes, those green eyes of truth, spirit of truth, emerald eyes, God of the wise, love in the sky, Gabriel, Gabriel, uh-huh.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Michael. Good morning.
Diane. Good morning.
Good morning. It is a most beautiful morning today. Our trees are looking especially vibrant. We had a real strong wind this week, but everything is calm and lovely now. We're so happy that you're here to see our meeting with the Celestials, and the Celestials are here. They are really here. But I want to make mention that there's two Celestials, very important ones, just as all you are here, that are going to be listening, not actually in attendance. So that's really exciting. And Maitreya said he would be listening, he would not be in attendance. But we also want to mention the other Celestial that will not be in attendance, but is with him, and he is listening also. So, Gautama Buddha, he came to us with the name of Gabriel. But, he says, that many, many years ago, maybe thousands of years ago, he was called, in the Greek culture, Dionysus. Now, Dionysus is the son of Apollo, and they both share the most wonderful title of God of music, and we like that, right? And poetry. So we want to be sure not to forget them because they are listening. So Gautama Buddha, the God and the one we worship in the Oriental religions, and his son Maitreya, the great Tao that we belong to, the most wonderful society. So here we are, we're with the Celestials, but we want to honor Dionysus today, even though he is not with us. And Michael, would you sing a song that you have written for him? Again, he came to us as Gabriel, the name. And then opened up to us in previous cultures, he was Gautama Buddha and also called Dionysus. So if you would please, Michael, I would appreciate it. Yes. I would love it.
I sing to you today for the sacrifice you made to assume the title sovereign of our world. My thoughtful gratitude for the gracious work you do, I proclaim here in the song that's meant for you. Majesty of this I am sure, your power and your strength will endure, for you are the great King of the world, Gabriel, Dionysus. precious melody, your love Persephone. Together the ancients knew you well. Underworld king and queen, may your light and music ring. Lift our dark star to a higher plane of life. Your majesty of this I am sure, your power and your strength will endure. For you are the great king of the world, Gabriel, Gabriel. Dionysus, Dionysus. As Buddha Gautama, you are the Lord of the Dharma, O Holy One, enlightened teacher then and now. The God behind it all, accepting your undaunted call, reigning in magnificence and splendor, we will always remember. Your majesty of this we can be sure, your power and your strength will endure. For you are the great king of the world, Gabriel, Gabriel. Dionysus, Dionysus. Your majesty of this we can be sure, your power and your strength will endure. For you are the great king of the world, Gabriel, Gabriel, Gabriel.
Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
That was most beautiful.
Absolutely.
And I just want to let you know that the Celestials are really here. Mm-hmm. They are really joining us this morning, and we welcome you to join us also. Thank you. Michael, everyone is here. Could you please give us the time and the date?
Yes, the time is 9:16 a.m. Pacific time, and the date is August 18th, 2019. We are here in our backyard temple area, also known as Maitreya's temple, a temple to the Universal Father, the Infinite Father Spirit, Local Universe Father, and we have 9 celestials with us today. Lord Maitreya is seeing and listening to this team meeting, but he is elsewhere.
He is on Jupiter.
He is on Jupiter, we are informed.
for a meeting. He could not attend.
And my beautiful wife is here to my left.
Falling apart.
And we have the chairs in front of us, facing us. We have 4 chairs in the front row, facing us. And we have 5 chairs in the back row.
Yes.
So we are here for a team meeting. We did not know that we were going to have a team meeting until about 8 o'clock this morning.
About 10 till.
So we're here. Diane, the first thing that crossed my mind was, I am so happy
Oh, yes.
to have
thank you.
all coming,
Oh, yes.
and for us to be able to hear what you have to say and to experience your presence. My very first thought was, I want to listen to you.
Yes, we want to listen to you. Yes, we do. In the 4 chairs in front of us, number 1, Father Fortuna, we welcome you today. Father Fortuna.
And Father Fortuna is also known as the Infinite Father.
Infinite Father.
Spirit.
Infinite Father. I'm going to put that down again. Infinite Father, thank you so much for being here. Chair number 2, Apollo. Handsome, handsome Apollo. Gorgeous Apollo. We first learned of you as Arron when you came as a celestial musician. Apollo, thank you so much for being here. So we have the Infinite Father and we have Apollo. Our 3rd chair is Atlas. Atlas, your strength, your strong arm will fortify all of our endeavors, I know, for the Lord. Atlas. Now, Atlas is the son of Clymene and Iapetus. And we have Clymene and Iapetus here today.
Mm-hmm.
Atlas is seated in the 3rd chair in front of us, and his father, Iapetus, is in the chair next to him. Iapetus, number 4. So thank you, Atlas, for coming today. I know in one meeting, Clymene said that her strong sons, with their strong arms, would be breaking some of the confusion up and some of the conflicts that were coming right and left at our country and the world. And of course, Gabriel will be bringing the truth, and he is in our 9th seat, right in back of Iapetus. So we thank you, Iapetus, for coming with your son, Atlas. We have had Prometheus, Bride Alfred, as he came to us in the beginning. And we do hope that he is well. He's very well, of course. And we hope to see him again, and we will. But right now we just have Atlas, your son, with us, and your beautiful consort, Clymene. So Iapetus, thank you again for coming. Again, as you came to us as a Melchizedek with the Universal Father. That was such a beautiful message. Thank you. And you came with your brother, Hyperion, and your other brother, Pluton. So we do thank you. Now, in the back, chair number 5, we do have Rhea, our beautiful Rhea. And she is the mother of gorgeous, gorgeous local universe mother and gorgeous, gorgeous universal father.
A local universe father.
Local universe father and mother, who are so beautiful. They are not here today, but we praise them, and we love them so dearly.
And Rhea is also known as?
Oh, Rhea is Cornina.
Mm-hmm.
That was her beautiful name she gave us to begin with. She came as Cornina, a beautiful young woman in blue. Cornina came to us with beautiful brown hair and blue eyes, and wore a blue gown the first time she came.
And in the Urantia book, Rhea, also known as Cornina,
Yes.
is the Eternal Mother Sun.
Yes, she is.
She's the female aspect of the second person of Trinity. If you're following Urantia book, Trinity.
And she's also God eternal. God eternal, and that's Rhea. And thank you, Rhea, for being here. Thank you so much, Rhea. Beautiful Cornina. Very, very lovely. Thank you. She's not in blue today. She's in yellow. Oh, that's kind of like Mother Venus comes. She's in yellow today. Okay. Our next seat, number 6, is Clymene. And we have already mentioned that her name was Beatitude before. We've mentioned in other meetings. She came to us as Beatitude. Her hair is a white blonde, and she was holding a globe of our earth in her hands with a cross on it.
Yes.
It was very beautiful, beautiful symbol that she held.
We all blessed the world with the globe
We did.
in our hands.
We certainly did, and we passed it to each person in the group, and 2 lovely ladies brought the globe to Michael and to me to bless. So we have Beatitude is Clymene, and we are so happy to hear that she has come today. Clymene is with her consort Iapetus and with her son Atlas. So we're delighted to have all 3 of them. That's a real trinity.
There's a Trinity.
Of gods. Clymene, Iapetus, and Atlas today. All right, number 7 is Hyperion. Seat number 7, next to Clymene. Hyperion is the brother of Iapetus and the son of the universal Father and Mother. Hyperion. Hyperion is a name that often is thought of as reminding one of the sun. He shines brightly. And we learned from Rhea, his wife, that she wanted us to see every person in the world as a shining one, like all of you are. So that was her message, and that was your consort. Hyperion, and Hyperion is coming as the brother of Iapetus. And we're so happy that you are here. Thank you. Seat number 8, we have none other than Immanuel. And Immanuel, well, I suppose most people think of that as God is with us. Immanuel.
From the Bible.
From the Bible. But his Greek name is Poseidon. Poseidon. And he is another one that has moved in with us. And we are so happy to have him being here. He says he will be here for decades. He is here for the completion of the total of God's plan, which included the magisterial mission, the 10-year plan, the worldwide religion of love, and all of the wonderful events that will bring about this earth being raised to be a beacon of light for the universal Father. So Poseidon, we do welcome you today, and of course you are one that are living here. We have Gabriel and we have Immanuel who are living here and have come this June and July and moved in, and of course Maitreya also with his team, but he is viewing our meeting, but he is in his own conference on Jupiter. So we thank you, Immanuel, Poseidon, for being here. Thank you so very much. We were hoping that Hermes would be here today. We just had Hermes in our last meeting, and it was so wonderful to see him.
And Diane spent...
Friday afternoon.
Diane spent a number of hours...
2 hours.
drawing Hermes.
Hermes, yes.
So we have a nice new picture of Hermes.
Thank you.
And me talking about it here on the video gives an opportunity to show on the
video. How wonderful. My new picture, just created.
This new picture of
2
Hermes.
days ago.
Which is very nice, by the way.
Oh. Well, thank you. Hermes is a very interesting character, we found out. We found out that we had a statue of Hermes, and we really didn't quite know it. The statue is of Odin, who is a Scandinavian god, and Odin has one eye. Now, I don't know if that's because they're talking about the third eye, probably the intuitional eye, but my son Alexander found a book about Odin, and we read it, and Odin was searching for wisdom, the god of wisdom, and he sacrificed his eye. He had two, they say in the story. Sacrificed one to find out the knowledge of all the world. And he hung himself on a tree for 9 days in torment, but gaining all the knowledge of the universe. And he is the god of the 9 worlds. Now, I'm told those 9 worlds happen to be the 9 worlds that we call our solar system. So, that is a very interesting thought. Now, he's not the only god of the 9 worlds, but he certainly is contributing to the, what would you say, government of them? Administration. And that brings us to our next guest. But in the meanwhile, Poseidon, we do thank you for being here. Immanuel. Do you prefer Immanuel? No. Poseidon? No. Oh, you have a new name for yourself? Not Immanuel or Poseidon? Oh my goodness. He is not going to tell us now.
Neptune?
Yes. Is that the name that you prefer? Yes.
Yeah, that's the Roman. This is Roman.
Roman, he prefers Neptune.
Oh, okay.
You know, I didn't know that. We've been calling you Immanuel, been calling you Poseidon,
Neptune.
and here you prefer Neptune. I did not know that. Well, I thank you. We will put that down. Prefers Neptune. Oh, well, thank you, Michael, for being so quick to pick up on him. Thank you.
It doesn't happen very often.
Oh, yes, of course it does. You got it before I did. That's wonderful. Thank you, Neptune. So that's what you prefer. Well, how wonderful. And of course, before we move on, I do want to mention that Neptune does also rule the planet Neptune. He also is in government in, of course, Jupiter. He is in government in, do you want to tell us the other? Well, of course, Mars. You told us that. Government for Mars, for the Earth, so many other planets, and also in other universes, he's saying, and we can go into that more on another time with him. But we thank you for telling us the name that you prefer. That's wonderful. And I know Hermes said he did not prefer Odin. He did not even prefer Mercury, which is another name that people call him. He wanted to be called Hermes, so that was the name that he preferred. So we will try and remember. And that's very important to give you the name that you want.
That's correct, yes. We had a real synchronistic moment with Hermes the other day.
Yes, yes.
You know, we were trying to find out who Hermes was in, you know, because what we do now is we try to find where all of these gods fit in different traditions and different religious histories, religious traditions. So that's what we try to do. And as you can see, we have Immanuel, Poseidon, Neptune. You know, we have Rhea, Cornina, Eternal Mother, Son, and you know, we have Kuan Yin, and we have the Buddhas, and all. We're making parallels, correlations.
Right, right.
So what we tried to do is we tried to find out who Hermes was in different traditions. We had a moment where everything kind of congealed. It came together for us in a really special way.
It was.
We found out that Hermes is none other than the angel Raphael.
Yes, yes, Raphael. Yes. Yes, they told us, and I was just amazed. I mean, I couldn't believe it, you know, oh my golly. Hermes is Raphael. And then, Michael, after that, I was reading in a book. And lo and behold, I brought the book into you, and it wasn't very long. It was just a few minutes later, about 10 minutes later or something, after we went upstairs.
We were really focused on this.
Yes.
We were really,
we really were.
Searching
we really
it out.
were. And lo and behold, in the book, it actually said, the name of the angel for Hermes is Raphael.
Yes.
I said, Michael, we got it before I looked in the book.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
We did not know, and that was such a moment. We were just in rapture
Yes.
that we got that before we read it somewhere.
Yeah, that was a really incredible moment.
It was really
of talking
marvelous.
Together, talking together,
working it out, listening.
listening to what celestials might tell us, give us the information, and then corroborating it in the book.
I couldn't believe it, that our own information held the secret too. And I'll bet most people have not read that, but that is in the books. And anyone that would like to find out exactly where, we'd be most delighted to tell you.
And then, of course, we were exploring Adam and Eve as angels from Venus.
Yes. Well, it is not their original home.
Yeah, right, of course.
But
Stationed.
because Venus is Jerusalem, the headquarters of more than 10 solar systems. Because it is, many of the celestials that do go out to become the Adams and Eves of other planets do meet in Jerusalem.
Yeah, and it says in the Urantia book that, Adams and Eves are stationed on Jerusalem.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say, exactly. Exactly. Even though their origin was maybe a little different
places.
originally, but still they did come out of Jerusalem.
Constellation.
Yes.
Constellation architectural.
Exactly. And I might mention too that we have found out in another book, and this book was written by a Urantia writer, a Urantia author. We have Gard Jameson is one of our most beautiful leaders in the Urantia movement, who wrote the most wonderful book on Buddhism and the Buddhas and the origin of where Buddhism came from, and the sutras that were brought from India to China. And in those sutras, and this is the truth, and again, you can check this out in Gard Jameson's book, his beautiful book. Contact him, our Urantia leadership that he holds a position in. And we've heard so many wonderful
he's
lectures
a trustee
and talks,
on the,
and trustee,
of
yes,
the
foundation.
Urantia Foundation.
Yes, but you can check it out in his book. It says Confucianism, Taoism, Buddhism come from the planet. The word is in the sutras.
Yes.
Venus.
Yes.
The planet Venus brings forth Confucianism, Taoism, and of course our Buddhism. I mean, that again, it's so wonderful that some of these things that we are finding out, then we also can find out that everyone can know about it and have a real book reference, which most people say, okay, you say it, but so what,
See,
well, but we have books that now we're finding out this information also is telling us that maybe we just might be on the right track.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
Yeah.
And at that time, we were exploring Jerusalem,
Yes.
being Venus. Now,
Right.
Jerusalem is the capital, the headquarters capital of the local system. Like Diane
Right.
said, 10 solar systems worth. Roughly 10 for each solar system, 1,000 inhabitable planets. That we learned from the celestials, not in any books, that Jerusalem, this capital headquarters of the local system, is the planet Venus that we see in our solar system. And at this time, we were also exploring that this new worldwide religion of love was coming from Venus through Gabriel and Mother Venus, Sanat Kumara, Mother Venus, and that Sanat Kumara sent out 90,000 years ago, he sent out Gautama Buddha
Yes.
and set out Maitreya Buddha
Yes, and with other Buddhas from Venus.
to bring new thoughts and new religions out, and of course the Confucianism, Taoism, and the
Yes.
Buddhism
Yes.
along the way, and then now to this point where
Yes.
Gabriel and Venus with Maitreya, the magisterial mission, and Gautama Buddha, Dionysus, and his consort Persephone are all working together to really improve this earth, step it up, give this new worldwide religion of love, with especially Gabriel truth, Mother Venus, love and beauty, to uplift the people of this planet and to transform this planet into a beacon of light for the Universal Father. So they told us Jerusalem was Venus.
Yes.
They told us about Gautama and Maitreya.
Yes.
And here we read it in Gard Jamieson's book. Just another one.
Yes.
Another big
Yes.
congealing
Yes.
of information that we're talking about, the information that we're getting from our celestials, friends, mothers and fathers, and then corroborates in a book and moves us further along into our ministry of sharing this.
And another place that our readers and our listeners, readers of the Urantia book and leaders, may also check out is Neo-Theosophy, which says that Gabriel, Sanat Kumara, and Mother Venus are, of course, the head of the world government in the planet Venus, and that they did come from Venus to here. I mean, it's such an extraordinary adventure to read about, and that's in there. And then all of the people that are in the Buddhist religion and Tao religion and Confucianism studies, they can look to the sutras, and they actually have it in there that came to China. They brought them to China, and I've seen pictures of all of those books. Thousands and thousands. And it says the planet Venus is where it came out of. The planet, it's there. So all of Buddhism, they know, if they study, that it is from the planet Venus. The Theosophists know it is from the planet Venus. Now we're bringing it to the Christian world, that it is the headquarters of our solar system, and part of that Jerusalem system is Jupiter, where the mansion worlds or the first heavens that we go to are aligned with the planet Jupiter as sub-satellites around it.
Yes, as a lot of this information was coming out that Jerusalem is Venus, a little bit later on we were told that the whole solar system, our whole solar system, is made up of architectural worlds that are in the group of the local system administration. And we found that in the Urantia book, and we corroborated in the Urantia book here, that there are 7 sub-satellites, or no, actually there are seven transition worlds that rotate around, or that have as their main focus Jerusalem, which is the main headquarters, capital, architectural world. That the 7 transition worlds are the 7 planets in our solar system, with Venus being the 8th, of course, Pluto considered a dwarf planet. But that each of the planets are transition world numbers 1 through 7. And one of those planets, Jupiter, happens to have 7 sub-satellites.
It has more moons, but there are a lot of satellites that are orbiting, and they are not seen because they're on higher planes.
But it's the world, it's the finaliters world that we read about in the Urantia book, and there are sub-satellites that Jupiter has that are the mansion worlds. So we were told in our talks together, in our inspirational times with the Celestials, and then corroborating or finding that parallel in the Urantia book, brought us to the local system administration being our solar system with the mansion worlds on Jupiter.
Oh, thank you,
or
Michael.
the sub-satellites of Jupiter.
Yes, so...
And as Diane was saying, There's a lot more to it than just
Oh,
7
right.
transition worlds around Jerusalem
Oh,
with
of
7
course.
sub-satellites
Oh,
around
of
each
course.
transition world. It's a little bit more complex than that, and we're still unraveling that that mystery.
Yes, well, thank you, Michael, and I hope that everyone who's listening will read the Urantia book to learn more about the universe and the wonderful, wonderful celestials that are governing all of us and all of our worlds and universes. So, Gabriel, our 9th seat, next to Poseidon. Gabriel, we thank you for coming. And of course, Immanuel, Poseidon, but we're going to call you Neptune. We do thank you for coming. Thank you. Gabriel, this meeting is under you, your direction. And we would like to hear from you, Gabriel. Gabriel we know as Hyperion in the Greek, the son of Zeus and Hera, the first son, the Trinity of gods. Gabriel, you gave the Quran to Muhammad, and you also spoke with our beautiful Joan of Arc, and you gave Mary the message of Christ coming, the babe. So you gave us Christianity in a way. You gave us the Christ, the news. You are the messenger too. And we also know now that you brought in Confucianism and Taoism and Buddhism. So we do thank you for all of that. And now you are going to be bringing in with your consort, Lady Venus, Mother Venus. Lady Venus is the term in Neo-Theosophy. So what do you want to do today to bring us up to date of what is going on? No. Well, what is your message today for us? Do you want to talk about politics or no? No. The world condition? No. You want to talk about us personally? Oh. All right.
That's funny that I felt that when you told me we were having the meeting. I felt it was about us.
So you want to talk to us. Now you've told us that you want a newsletter every other week. All right. Is this about that? No. You've told us that you want us to start going to the churches. This is not that. You told us you want us to pray for humanity. Is it about that? No. Oh dear.
Is it about the new worldwide religion of love?
No. All right. Well,
Is it something we should be doing
yes.
to spread the message of your messages,
No.
your truth?
No.
Something
Just
we should be
something
doing
we
in our
should be
lives?
doing in our lives, yes. Now we're praying every night for about 20 minutes for humanity. Is there something else you want us to pray for? Yes. All right. Is this to be done at night? No. In the morning? Any other time? No. So you've given us a nighttime prayer for humanity. Are you now requesting a morning prayer? Yes. Okay. All right. He's requesting a morning prayer. Gabriel. This prayer, is it for the unborn? No. We had learned that from a book, I don't know if you concur, we'll have to ask you, but it says that you are the God of the unborn child, leading the unborn to birth. Is that correct? Not exactly. It says my care is for that, but he says Mother Venus is really more in charge of that. Well, thank you. Maybe they just didn't know sometimes that you have a consort, and sometimes people don't know that even angels have consorts. There are usually 2 of them, always 2 of them. So she is more in charge of that. All right, thank you. So you want us to pray in the morning. Do you want us to pray to the celestials? No. No. You want us to pray for the people on this earth? No. Oh. You want us to pray for the people on Mars, the inner Earth. Do you want us to pray for humanity beyond the Earth, beyond the Earth? Well, in a specific location, yes. Oh dear. All right. So we're praying for humanity on this earth in the evening. We are now to pray in the morning. Is it for the souls of this planet that you're talking about? Yes. For their souls. Will they be inside the planet? No. They'll be on the surface. I see. And is the planet Pluto? Yes. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. All right. In the morning, we are to pray. Now, do you want us to direct this prayer to you? Yes. To Gabriel. For the souls on Pluto. Now, we're told that it's a dwarf planet, but a lot of people are not even considering it a planet. Do you consider it a planet? You do. A small one, but they do. He says, not entirely though. But he says, for our talks, you can call it a planet. Okay. So we pray for the souls on Pluto. Now, are the souls there already? No. Oh. So you are saying to pray for the souls that will go there. Mm-hmm. Oh, I was afraid of that. All right, you want us to pray for those souls that might be conducted to Pluto after the world is settled in light and life and is a beacon for the Father. I see. Well, of course we will. Pray for those souls. Well, Gabriel, tell me this. We were told, and when we were studying about Hermes, that he is one who helps to lead those to the different places after passing this world. Is that true? He's saying yes, that's one of his duties. There are others, of course, that do that too. Yeah, I know. I've even read where you do that, Gabriel. He says, in cases I do. You can put that down. Gabriel, in certain cases, does lead certain individuals after passing here. Well, you want us to pray for Pluto. Not for Pluto. The souls that will go there. Now, will they be just from our Earth? No. Oh. So they will also be from other planets also. Oh, you know, this makes me think that you might be talking about what Neptune was telling us, that the souls that were on Mars would be taken to Pluto. He's saying yes. So the souls that are on Mars that will be taken to Pluto, we are to pray for them also, and the souls from the Earth? No. Oh, I thought he said that.
Okay, the souls are not there already only after the Earth becomes a beacon of light.
But it doesn't say definitely from the Earth.
No.
Are they souls that will be from the Earth? We're not to pray for them. We are to pray for the souls that are on Mars. Okay. That will be going. So we are not to pray for the souls that are going to Pluto from the Earth. No.
The souls going to Pluto from Mars?
Yes.
Okay.
We are to pray for the souls that are going to Pluto from Mars. Oh. I see. Oh. All right.
Well, Gabriel, I'd like to ask you a question. I know prayer for everyone is very important. Praying for the souls going to Pluto from Mars is, I guess I'll just put it out there in plain terms. Is there a problem with Pluto? Is it like a bad place, Or is it a place where the souls going there might struggle a little bit, or it might be harder? Is that why we're praying for the souls going to Pluto from Mars?
He's saying that they need to be calm. That right now they're in great confusion and they're filled with anxiety and fear.
Okay, so I see. So we pray for the souls, the people, I guess the humanity, whatever you want to call it.
They aren't in physical bodies.
Okay. Okay. Because you can use souls as
So many
people
ways. I know.
So the people, so to speak, that are on Pluto, we pray for them right now.
Yes.
Not when they get to Pluto.
Well, you can, but are they? They're not on Pluto yet. No, they're not.
No. Okay.
He wants us to help to pray for their souls now.
Okay. Oh.
They are on Mars at this time, and what he wants us to do is join with Athena and Mother Venus in calming them
I see.
and restoring some equilibrium on Mars. Well, I know that we appreciate your asking us this, but surely our prayers, how can they compare to an angel prayers? Well, they can't, but they help. But they help. So you want us to help. And anyone listening, pray for the souls that are on Mars that will be delivered to Pluto. So that's what we're to do in the morning. In the morning. Is there anything else in the morning? No. In the morning, pray for the souls that are on Mars.
I remember at one time, it was a while ago, that we were not to pray for the people on Mars.
I know that. I remember. I remember. Said, no, don't.
So
don't.
now...
But now we can.
Now we're directed to do that.
Is there a reason that we could not then, and now we can? There is. There is. Venus and Athena are now working. They have at this time. Is it just now? Just right now. Venus and our beautiful Athena are going in to Mars to calm the multitudes. And they want us to join them, link hand in hand with the celestials, to calm the souls on Mars.
To calm their negativity.
No.
Unrest.
Yes. The negativity, a lot of that has been diffused.
Oh, it's already
by
been...
Venus and by Athena.
Yeah, because they started
They have just come in.
a number of months ago.
They have just come in now. They are calming them. They're diffusing some of that negativity. Not all of it, but some of it already. They have just come in. When you say just come in, do you mean like this month? The last 3 months. Last 3 months. They have been diffusing the negativity. Yeah. But you're saying now that there is some measure of equilibrium, that now you want us to join. And why didn't you want to before? And I already hear your answer. I know. They're saying they were a little bit concerned that we might have in some way, partake of some of that negativity, that it was very strong. And if we tried to link ourselves to that thought, they didn't want us to get any of that negativity.
Okay.
Well, I guess that could certainly be a reason. Thank you. So now you're saying that enough of that has been done. They want us to link with the celestials from the earth and now pray for those souls that will be taken to Pluto to help to calm and give them some hope.
Okay.
Give them some hope.
Yeah, because that was my next question. How should we pray for them, or what should we say?
To give them hope.
Hope.
To give them hope. To give them hope. And what is the hope? And again, I'm already hearing your answer, but I will ask it so that everyone here will know what I'm thinking and what I'm hearing from you. So I'll ask it again. So how do we give them hope? What do we tell them, these people? Gabriel is saying, we give them hope that they will be taken to Pluto. Their sojourn there will not be easy. The road will not be easy. But if they are calm, that they can partake of some of the hope that can be sent from the earth. And what is that hope? What is that hope of, Gabriel? And again, I know what you're telling me, but I want to be sure that I'm getting it correctly, so I'm going to ask again. What is that hope we are to tell them? Oh, I knew that's what you said, but I wanted to hear it again from you. The hope is this, that if they can give some measure of equilibrium to themselves, that they can have the hope that they may re-enter Mars at a distant time in the future and live again there. So you're saying that the souls on Pluto, that they can be restored to Mars. You're saying yes.
It sounds to me like, Gabriel, it sounds like a situation, like a purgatory type situation.
No, not a purgatory,
No?
he says.
Okay, maybe a rehabilitation.
No, not a rehabilitation.
Okay. If they can establish equilibrium,
Yes,
they can live on Mars again.
yes,
Okay, so it's like a second chance?
yes, 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 yes. They will not be tortured. They will not be hurt on Pluto. They will not be. The period there will be for total calm, total peace, and hope.
So it's not like a hell or a purgatory?
No,
or anything
not
like
in that way. I know, he said, I know I've told you certain things in the past, but we don't really want to use that word of hell. This is kind of like when you put a very, very ill person in a very quiet room, in a very, very quiet chair, a very quiet area, maybe even outside. They used to put patients outdoors in a very quiet park.
Like if they went into a sanitarium.
Exactly, exactly, yes. This is what Pluto really is. He says people look at it as a hell, and I know that we have said hell before with Pluto, 80s, you know. But he's saying that's not really what it is. He's saying really, if you really want to know, he says all the mayhem goes on before they ever get there.
Okay.
He said when Venus and, of course, our beautiful Athena went in, this was before they will ever be taken to Pluto. This is when they are at their worst, their most unhappy, agitated, most, the anger and so forth is there. Having a helicopter fly over, so
Yeah, you can tell.
we have them fly over every day sometime.
Well, there's a big park in back of us, and
Yes.
I think they patrol the park, and there's like a wilderness area that runs down to the ocean. You know, there's like
Yeah.
a stream. There's a little wilderness area around the stream in certain parts. So, anyway.
So you're saying that when we say the word hell all the time, that we are wrong. They're saying, yes, you are wrong. He said, it's all right, I have allowed it. He said, well, he hasn't allowed it, but we have said it. We'll say that. I know, you haven't corrected us on that, but you are now. You are now correcting us.
So Pluto is like a calming place.
Yes, to calm the souls, to give them rest, to give them peace, so that they can eventually have the wonderful abundance of hope And he said, that is what you are praying for, to give them hope that at the end of their rest, that they may look forward to the happiness and joy of being restored to Mars. I know, Gabriel, you've been telling us, and of course Neptune has been telling us too, that you're going to restore Mars. Neptune has been saying he is in charge of the water element, and he's been saying he's going to put water on the planet Mars. And of course his consort, who is Demeter, Ceres, is going to be bringing the fruits and vegetables and
after they
all of
receive
that.
Mars, or
Yes.
bring the souls back, or
Well, after they reseed it with plants and water, and then they will be able to reseed it with a new population. And they will make bodies for these souls that are in rest on Pluto. So they put down, he says, in rest, and put little
quotation
marks around that. They are in rest. They are in a period of in rest. Are they conscious during this period? He says, not exactly. It's more almost like a sleep. It's not asleep. But neither is it completely conscious. Neither. They are in rest.
Is
they
it a
are
dreamlike
resting.
state?
It is not sleep. It is not conscious.
So they're semi-conscious.
Well, you could put semi-conscious. Let's put semi-conscious to be a little more closer. I know we can't ever get to what you really are trying to tell me, and so I keep having to translate. But of course, in rest, and then you're going to say semi-conscious.
I want to get something clear in my mind, at least,
All right.
Gabriel. I'm not sure people listening to this, or Diane might have an idea already. So, these souls, quote unquote, that we're praying for, they're all still on Mars?
They are.
On their way to Pluto? So
Not yet. No.
No.
No, not yet.
So
not
they're
yet.
on Mars,
Yes.
waiting for the time when they'll sojourn to Pluto.
Exactly.
We pray for them to give them hope that
Yes.
during their sojourn to Pluto and on Pluto,
They'll calm.
that they will
No.
receive this this calming peace, rest and peace, this
And
semi-conscious
message
state.
of hope.
Okay. And message of hope, yes, and message to hope, of hope. So that's what we're praying for. We're praying for them that during this sojourn time.
Well, no, not even then. We're praying right now
Praying
while
right
they
now?
still
Okay.
are in agitation.
Okay,
They are calmer than when Venus and Athena went in.
okay. So it's kind of like phase 2 on Mars right now.
Yes.
Phase 3 for them
Will be the sojourn.
would be the sojourn to Pluto,
And then
phase 4 would
in
be
rest. In rest.
okay.
they will be
the
in
sojourn.
rest.
Okay,
The sojourn is getting there,
Getting
being
there,
taken
yeah,
there.
okay.
And then the fourth will be in rest.
Pluto, and
So
then the
put forth.
fifth, and then the fifth would be going
Coming
back to
back.
Pluto.
Will everyone come back? No. No, not everyone will be able to go back.
Okay, so phase 1 is
Calming. Well, that was with Venus and
calming the agitation
Athena. They went in.
and negativity, right?
Yeah, Venus gave soothing love, and Athena was calming them, trying to calm them. Yes, the negativity was very strong, and they did not want us praying at that time.
Yeah.
They didn't want us to, I don't think the word catch is very good, but it's the only way I can translate it.
Yeah. Sympathetic vibration.
Yes, to have a taste of any of that negativity. They did not want that. But now things are calmer through Athena and Venus,
Okay.
that we can now pray for them and give them hope.
Okay, phase 2 is to pray for them.
Pray for them, to try and calm them, tell them to be calm,
And give them hope.
and give them hope for a better future.
Okay, phase 3 is the sojourn.
The sojourn to Pluto.
Sojourn
Uh-huh.
to Pluto, and we pray for them that
Yes.
their sojourn will be
Yes, will be
hopeful.
calm and
We pray for
hopeful.
hope.
Yes. and to remember that ultimately they will be allowed to return if they can gain a measure of peace within themselves.
And phase 4 is while on Pluto.
They will be in rest.
In rest, in a semi-conscious state.
Semi-conscious, And if they are able to attain a large enough percentage of peace within themselves, they will be allowed to, would you use the word reincarnate? No, he doesn't like that. He likes receding Mars, the population of Mars. They will be able to live again on their home planet.
Receding.
He doesn't like reincarnate.
Well, because reincarnation, I think, in its basic sense, is, returning to the planet you came from after death.
Well, they will be, but this is a whole different situation. So he prefers receding.
It's almost like they're leaving Mars,
They are.
going to Pluto.
They are. Yes.
But coming back may be
Better.
different.
And they will be better. They will be better.
Well, I guess that's kind of like a classic reincarnation, isn't it?
Well, no, he doesn't. He says it's not. This is a different situation.
People of the earth, in the basic sense, like in the Hindu reincarnation, they leave the body. The soul leaves the body. They go to pralaya, devachan, and then they come back into another body. It's the same soul, but they come back better because they've learned.
Well, he says this is a whole different situation. This is a planet that has actually become devoid of life almost. I mean, not entirely, of course, but this is a whole different situation. Their planet was almost relieved of all life, almost.
But not destroyed.
No.
Because we know some planets,
No.
the people on some planets have been so bad that they've destroyed the planet.
Well, you have the asteroid belt, which was disrupted by Jupiter. And of course, that's another different situation also.
Mars is part of the Jerusalem system,
Yes.
local system,
Yes, it is.
administration. So it could be that maybe Mars is it's important
Well,
for Mars to step up a little
Oh,
bit.
yes. Oh, of course. Of course. Well, we have to remember that each planet in our solar system, Gabriel's job is to evolve it up so that all the planets in our solar system, every single one, become a beacon of light for the Father. Now, the Earth is now a beacon of light for the Father. Even though we're still going through a transition period of how light and life will come, how this will actually settle. So we are also now a beacon of light, our planet, but the people are not there yet.
Really? Oh, I couldn't tell.
But they want to reseed Mars and actually evolve it up so it can become a beacon of light too.
Well, the Earth is a beacon of light for the Universal Father.
Yes.
The people will be receiving the new worldwide religion of love to
And
help
that
them.
will help them.
We're not going to Pluto for the rest,
No.
for the calm rest.
No.
We're going to stay here.
And be evolved with the new worldwide
And
religion
Gabriel
of
and
love
Venus
and their
are going
love and truth.
to give their
Yes.
worldwide religion of love to people on Earth while
Yes.
they're here,
While they're here.
in a conscious state.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course. Of course.
And it could be radical.
Years,
you never
in 2
know.
years, more than
The
2
teachings
years.
could be
Oh, of
totally
course,
different. And
of course.
I remember there's one team meeting where they said, I think it was a couple team meetings ago, one of the truth talks with Gabriel, that Gabriel, you said that this new worldwide religion of love could be so much more advanced than what we've had before, that it would be like primitive cars versus jets, airplanes.
It is. It really is.
It could be that much of a jump.
If the people
in
actually
progress.
do the precepts, if they actually do them, they have a choice. But Mother Venus will be entering their hearts. Gabriel will be giving them truth. But again, how much can they receive? That's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's a problem. It's not a problem, but sometimes it can be an obstacle.
And we'll be seeing, Gabriel, that your children will be coming.
Yes.
Well, your children have been coming.
Yes, they are here. They are here.
More than 1 billion already.
Yes.
In your line, in your direct bloodline.
Right.
There's some of the children, the newer children that will be born, that will have tremendous gifts, and they will show so much more, godlike attributes.
Well, people will think of it more as people that have more intuition, who can do telepathy, who can maybe have more strength. They will know instantly what the answer is to questions. They will actually commune with the celestials, and these people will be astounding the population with their gifts.
And that they will be leaders and examples and models for the people of the earth.
Yes.
So you will not just be appealing to their minds with divine truth and Mother Venus to their hearts with divine love, but you will also be bringing forth a newer generation of your children that will be examples and models and teachers while we're here on earth in a conscious state to bring humanity up to where it should be, that would be fitting this earth being now a beacon of light for the Universal Father.
He's saying also that Neptune will be trying to calm the emotional bodies of the population of the earth. Calm the emotional bodies. That Neptune is in charge of the emotional bodies that we have, and that they are going to try and bring them more in alignment with the rest of our parts. Our parts, our mental body and so forth. And by doing so, that will also help Mother Venus and Gabriel to be able to bring these messages, these new messages, because Neptune's position is now. Is it now? No, not yet. But he will be the one that will prepare the body for the worldwide religion of love. It will be Neptune, because he is going to try and raise the emotional bodies to a level of more peace and calm, as we are praying for the souls of Mars and them going to Pluto.
Neptune, you will be preparing the bodies.
The bodies,
you say.
the emotional
Physical,
bodies,
emotional, mental.
not physical, the emotional bodies.
Emotional bodies, okay.
For the reception
Yeah.
of the truth and love. And without that, it's going to be really difficult for the people of this earth to receive their truth and love. And that's why there is this transition period of really 2 years. And let's see, how long do we have? We have September, October, November, December, January, February, March. We have 2 years and 7 months that the people of the earth are going to be prepared by Neptune. And his part will be to help the emotional body calm down so they're not in such an anxiety state and a negative state, that they will be able to open their hearts to Venus and Gabriel.
It sounds like the souls on Mars are struggling with that emotional body.
Yes.
And we know that a lot of people on Earth are struggling with that negativity and that emotional body. So the purpose is to calm the emotional body.
Yes.
To get it in tune with more of the divine, right? Or more in tune with the mental body?
To calm it so that we can be receptive to truth and love from Venus and from Gabriel. You know, if you're in a calm state, you're more open to listening. But he does want to make mention that these souls we're praying for on Mars, they do not have emotional bodies right now. They are disconnected. The souls that we're praying for do not have a physical body any longer, but they are disconnected from their emotional body right now. I don't know how on earth that can be. I don't know.
Or how on Mars this could be.
How on Mars this could be. But he's saying they are really energies. They are negative energies that they want to calm and then reconstruct to make them able to be reseated into Mars again. They have to reconstruct them. They have to put them back together, I guess. Oh. They have to give them some type of a vehicle to live on Mars, for one thing. And that takes other bodies too. So I don't know how this works, and I'm sure that people that study more who might be listening, but if you do study more, you might not be listening to us, since you obviously know that we are unsure about a lot of this. But they're saying that they do not have their emotional bodies right now. They are energies that are left from Mars that have to be calmed and then be put in rest. And then there will be other procedures to bring them together in a vehicle to be able to live on Mars, on the surface of Mars.
So what are the energies then? If they're not a physical body,
no, it's not.
They've lost their physical body.
They are, but they're disconnected right now.
Disconnected.
Disconnected.
Is it more of a mental body that they're
not exactly
that the energies flow through?
Not exactly. Not exactly. No. I am...
is it spirit? Is it chi? Is it like prana energy? I mean...
Gabriel wants us to pray for them, but to understand that we're not praying for like a person we would pray for on the earth. But the prayers will help them to become part of a vehicle that can re-inhabit Mars and have another happy life and chance at ascension.
When they reseed the population on Mars, Gabriel, will they have physical bodies that we can see that live on the surface of Mars?
No, they will not. It will be different, and that's why it is a different situation than we have here on our Earth too. No, we will not be able to.
So does evolution generally happen differently on Mars than it does on the Earth?
It's not that. It's just that these people became so negative and embroiled in negative thought. It's like a whirlwind, and they were caught up in it. And in a way, they lost their ability to continue on the ascension. So with calm and with peace from Venus and Athena, and with prayers from the earth, they will be relocated to Pluto for a rest period. And then those energies, hopefully, can be reunited and make a vehicle that can live on Mars, but not a physical body like we have.
I see. So they've taken kind of a detour with their ascension.
No, they just got so embroiled in the negativity that they almost burned themselves out.
They'll be taking a detour to get
not
them back,
exactly.
to get them back up.
Not exactly. He's saying that they bring many people to rest on Pluto.
Oh, really?
So this is not exactly a real different situation. So,
Gabriel, you said there was something personal for us. We're to pray for the souls on Mars during a couple different of their phases.
yes.
Does that cover the personal message that you wanted to
No.
give us?
No, it doesn't. Is there more on that? No. He says, I think that you have enough, that you know you're not praying for people per se, like we think of people. You're praying that negative energies will calm, and giving them hope that these energies can become a part of a new vehicle to have a successful life on Mars.
Okay.
Have a successful life on Mars.
And hope
Hope,
that they will
yes.
have a successful...
Successful life on Mars again. They're home. They're home. That's nice. I hope they do. I truly hope they do, Gabriel. I hope that they will have a chance. They have a chance, Michael. A chance to have a successful life on Mars and put this down and continue on the ascension career. See, right now they don't. But Gabriel is giving them that hope. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Is there something else you want us to do? He's saying yes. He's saying in the evening you pray for humanity, all countries, all races, all cultures. He says now I want you to pray for your own country. Do we pray in the morning? No. We pray, well, when would you want us to really pray? He says, well, I will leave that up to you, but the afternoon would be best. Maybe he says at lunchtime, or sometime when you have a break in the afternoon that you can take a few minutes. Pray for your own country. Pray for your own country. Do you want us to pray for any specific? No. Pray for the people in your own country. You've been praying for everyone around the world. Now pray for your own country and your own people, so that they are prepared in the 2 years and 7 months to have their hearts opened for us to come and deliver our truth messages and love messages. Okay. Gabriel is through that part. Thank you, Gabriel. We do appreciate your coming. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very, very much.
Iapetus would like to speak.
Oh.
Iapetus came to us as a Melchizedek with the Universal Father, and the Universal Father is his father. Iapetus is the consort of Clymene, or Beatitude, and he would like to speak. He says, when you go to the churches in March, and you travel from church to church, thank the people that are praying. Be sure to thank the people and everyone you meet when you do these travels, to thank them for praying. Thank them for praying. We want more prayers. Thank them. Thank the minister for doing his job. Thank the priest for serving his people. Thank the deacons. Thank any religious worker, the choir directors, all of them, even the children that help in the services sometimes. Thank everyone. Tell them you are thanking them for praying. Tell them to pray for their own self. Tell them to pray for their country, for the world. Thank them for praying. I want you to make prayer more of a word in your messages.
Who?
Our messages. Our weekly newsletters,
Oh, okay, so, okay.
our intercommunication with other people.
So that's to us.
Tell people that you meet that you are praying for them. Say, I'll pray for you. If they say they're ill, say, I'll pray for you. And do it. Iapetus is saying, prayer, make the word one of your constant reminders to other people, to pray. If someone is having a hard day, say, I'll pray for you. Put it in your newsletters. Tell people to pray. That's not all. What else, Iapetus? Do you have any other message for us? He says he does. He says he and Clymene have recruited their sons. You're going to give us the same message as Clymene, to try and break the confusion and some of the untruths that are being put out by our world. Not just our country, but our world. He says there are a lot of things that we think are truths that are not. We have to break this cycle of believing untruths. Break the cycle of believing untruths.
You have to say that again.
Break the cycle of people believing untruths. Break the cycle
of
believing untruths. He says so many untruths have been put out for thousands of years. Truths that are made to appear as truths that are not. Break the cycle of untruths. Keep searching for truth. So tell people to pray more and search more for truth. Prepare them for the truth that Gabriel will give them. Prepare them for the truth Gabriel will bring them. No, he does not have anything else. Thank you, Iapetus.
Yes, thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. We have someone else who's speaking tonight. Apollo, you came to us as Arron, and you're so handsome. You're terribly, terribly handsome. All throughout history, all I see are these gorgeous pictures of Apollo. Apollo and Adonis. That's gorgeous. Apollo, you bring beauty. Every time I see a portrait of you, it is beautiful. The example of male beauty, so beautiful, so beautiful. All right, Apollo, you wish to speak? Yes. He's saying, do not be afraid to bring beauty into your world. People today are dressing in dark colors, thinking dark thoughts, doing dark things in secret. We need beauty to clarify all those negative energies. It says, bring beauty more to the world in what you say, what you do, and what you think. Apollo, bring beauty.
Truth.
Gabriel will bring the truth.
Beauty.
He will bring the beauty. We also hear that Venus is the goddess of beauty. He says, yes, but I'm telling you to bring my beauty. My beauty is different.
Truth, beauty, love, Venus.
It says, my beauty has a more masculine, you don't want to use that word, no. He says he wants to bring the beauty, not so much a feminine beauty. Venus can
mental
do
beauty?
that.
Mental beauty?
More of a mental beauty. Yes, thank you, Michael. Bring beauty to your thoughts, bring beauty to your actions, your words, more of a mental beauty. Yes. He's saying, thank you, Michael. You got it. You got his message. Thank you. I was having a hard time. I got it at first when I was saying beauty, and he said, yes, it's beauty. He wants people to know that there is a beauty about the masculine principle that men today have forgotten. He says Venus is going to be talking about the beauty of the feminine aspect of it. But he, Apollo, wishes to speak of beauty. He doesn't really want even the word masculine, but he says it's maybe the only word that we can use people will understand.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's the yin and the yang of the Oriental. The yin is, considered more passive and receptive, whereas the yang is the more outward or aggressive.
He says yes. He's really, you're really tuning into him. Thank you. I'm not as much, maybe because I am feminine and you are masculine. And he is right now appealing now to the masculine population right now. And using the word beauty, which most of them will probably not really be wanting to hear.
Yes. One of the things in my artwork that I try to portray is beauty. I try to use beautiful colors and beautiful lines and symmetry that way, to portray beauty, even though some of it may be abstract, And some of the expressionism that came out of Germany, World War II and Cubism and things like that, I mean, it can be beautiful in its own way, and splash painting and, using a toilet and photographing a toilet with writing on it. I'm sure it has its own
Let's not put that
beauty here and there. Well, that's an artwork.
Okay.
Someone actually put a toilet,
All right,
a urinal
we'll do it
in an
then.
artwork.
Okay, we'll do it.
And I said to myself, I want to portray beauty in my art. I want to get back
well, then you really are keyed into him then on this.
I want to get back to beauty in art. What happened to beauty in art?
Okay. Yes.
What happened to beauty in music?
Yes.
What happened to beauty in clothing design?
Yes.
Alfred
Lloyd Tennyson.
In movies.
Yes.
What happened to the beauty of the movies?
Yes.
When they would have a beautiful dance or a beautiful love scene, or someone would sing a beautiful, soft, sweet song, what has happened to the beauty? So I have, in my artwork and in my music, especially that second album, and you're catching on to that.
Yes, I am.
The songs of love and peace.
Oh, I am just enjoying that so much.
I really wanted to bring a calm beauty, flowing, soft beauty to that music, and I try to do that with my art also. The man can portray beauty also, just like a woman can be handsome.
Absolutely. Your grandmother is handsome. She is a beautiful woman, but she is handsome. She is strong. She's 5'8.5". She's big boned. But she's gorgeous.
So
she's gorgeous.
A man can be beautiful.
Oh, of course. Apollo, I think that you really are right. I had not thought of this. The men of our world have lost so much of their beauty because they think it's feminine. But there is a beauty that our poets, our artists, as Michael has said, our musicians, our dancers can bring to life.
I mean, what's wrong with Danny Kaye doing a really nice dance? He still maintains his masculinity.
Of course.
But he moves in beautiful ways.
Oh, he
Fred
did.
Astaire.
He did. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. You are right. We have lost the beauty of the male.
Yes.
We have lost the beauty. The male has lost his beauty. Oh, my goodness.
And if the male does yearn for beauty, sometimes it becomes a feminine beauty. It transfers into a feminine beauty.
And then they're afraid to express it, or they think that it's a feminine beauty. They don't realize that the male has enormous capacity for masculine beauty.
Yes.
Enormous. Oh my. I mean, most of our designers of clothes are males, are men. A lot of our wonderful chefs of very delicate cuisine are males. Our painters, most of them all are. I mean, there aren't a whole lot of women that have been allowed or educated to that degree to be able to produce the beauty that the male has produced in our history.
There was a priest yesterday, a missionary priest from India, He came to our church to try to raise money for the poor widows in India when their husband dies.
They often don't
They
have
become
support.
ostracized.
Well, they don't
lose
have
their
support.
dignity.
Yeah,
They don't
money,
have support,
financial
right?
support.
They're mistreated and they're shunned by
Well,
society.
some, not all.
Well,
not
24
all.
million's a lot.
Well, but when you have a whole billion there. But it's unfortunate for those 24 million, of course.
So he came to raise money, and after his really nice talk, because he's a pastor of a diocese in India, after his talk he said, "Can I sing a song?"
Oh, how lovely. Oh, how wonderful.
And he sang a beautiful Indian song.
Oh.
Well, yeah, the song, it was an Indian song, with all the trills and the sliding voice and things. It was gorgeous.
Oh,
beautiful.
did he have any accompaniment or
No,
anything?
no, just a cappella.
A cappella.
And I said that was a very beautiful song afterward. He portrayed beauty, but he's a very masculine person. I mean, he's not effeminate at all. He's got a nice, strong, manly voice.
Yes.
But he sang this beautiful, flowing Hindu song, and I said afterward, that's such a beautiful song. What does it mean? And he said, it means that I am tuning my instrument to praise God.
Oh, how gorgeous.
Tuning my
A
instrument
sitar.
to praise God.
He is a sitar himself. He is an instrument himself.
But he portrayed,
God.
he was a male in a male role, because priests.
Yes, I think men are
And he portrayed beauty,
losing the
and it was gorgeous.
aspect of
It was very
beauty
uplifting and gorgeous.
in their life.
Yeah.
And I think maybe they're almost afraid to show their beauty, that it might be misconstrued, or maybe they're not afraid, maybe they just simply don't have an example anymore. People don't read as much beautiful poetry, they don't listen to as much beautiful music.
Yeah, they just watch TV and watch shows,
Yes, and things that are almost to the level of school children, it's not very
and
highly
it's almost
evolved intellectually.
It's almost like of course there are exceptions, of course.
Of course.
But generally it seems like if there's something beautiful, that the male ego has to come in and say, oh, I'm not supposed to do this, I'm not supposed to listen to this, I'm not supposed to act like this, I'm not supposed to be this way.
Right, exactly. Oh my goodness, thank you, Apollo, for your beautiful insight. Now, what do you want us to do about that? He says, number one, you are to pray about it. You are to pray that the masculine population will not sabotage their inheritance of beauty. The inheritance given to them as a God-given right. It's a God-given right. The male does have a God-given right to beauty also, not just the feminine. Pray for them. Pray that the male in our midst and in our country and in the world will recognize that beauty is also an aspect of themselves. Beauty is an aspect of themselves. Beauty is an aspect that they can partake of too, and that they have inherently. They have it inherent within them, beauty.
I started writing a book a number of years ago. I mean, I've started so many different projects. I started writing a book a number of years ago called Men of the World, It's Okay to Love God.
Oh, yes, because God is beauty. God is
Men
beauty.
of
All
the
of
world,
these gods are gorgeous.
It's okay to love God.
Yes. Is there a certain time you want us to do this? No, he says, because there is no time, because this is the reason. He's saying, if you're doing something, think of maybe the beauty of it. Even if moving your hand or you're putting on your clothes for the day, try and include beauty in every aspect of your life. So I don't want you to make one certain time where you think about trying to help the male aspect of our world remember beauty. He says, in everything you do all day long, let it occur to you that there might be a beautiful way to think about something or a more beautiful way to do it. So he says, I give you no time, no place. I give you your life. Live your life in beauty. Live in beauty. Live in beauty. And invite others to live in beauty too. Live in beauty. He says you can read a poem. You can see a beautiful painting. You can create a beautiful painting. Well, he says you don't have to do that. But you can find something beautiful every day in your life. He says if you don't see something that's beautiful, try and find something beautiful. We have a Urantia reader that we met when we were doing a conference in Massachusetts. And he was so kind, he came to our workshop and saw our paintings and heard our songs, and he gave us beautiful words of encouragement. And he just wrote us an email just recently, again, thanking us. And we thank him. He has a wonderful prayer circle set up for those in need. And this man has written the most fabulous book. He gave us some ideas for our new worldwide religion of love. He would like us to enter into it more scientific way of living. And we certainly will study in his own book to see where we can put that and how we should do that. And we thank you.
His book is Living in Truth, Beauty, and Goodness.
Living in Truth, Beauty, and Goodness. And you notice he's a gentleman and he's included beauty.
Yes.
So thank you, Apollo. He's not through. He's not through. Is there more that you want to tell us? Well, thank you. More for Iapetus? No. Gabriel? No. Apollo. Apollo, you've given us to think more about beauty. He says he is going to give us a new kind of beauty. A new kind of beauty that may resonate better with people today. Can you give us much about that? No, not now. He will give us a new kind of beauty that will fit better with our world today. A new kind of beauty. Does it have to do with this more scientific work? He says yes, it actually does. I don't know how on earth that could be.
The Urantia book talks about an aspect of beauty that is the recognition of cosmic unity.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. There are beautiful words there from the Urantia book. Yes, cosmic unity. That is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
A new way of looking at life.
It's the recognition of cosmic unity when you see that the whole cosmos is working in a beautiful way, all integrated, all working together harmoniously according to God's design, according to the divine plan.
He says, Michael is tuned in to me, and this is a lovely way to end the meeting. Cosmic unity.
The recognition of
Yes.
cosmic unity.
Yes. We thank you, Apollo, for giving Michael such insight today. Certainly more than I have ever dreamed. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome.
3 times you have caught his message before I could get there. Thank you so much for that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Gabriel, for bringing this meeting today. Thank you for letting us know, giving us 1 hour, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Thank you, darlings. We love you so much. Thank you so much. It was so exciting to hear about it. I'm so happy. And we thank Iapetus for speaking today. We thank you for your words of wisdom. Thank you so much. And Apollo, you've certainly tuned in to Michael. You gave us the male aspect of beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Or we'll say that you gave us the recognition of it and that it needs to be increased He wants it to increase. So he says, in your prayers, pray for an increase in beauty in the male aspect, in all aspects. So Michael, would you like to end the meeting, please, for us? Thank you. Thank you again, Apollo. Thank you again, Iapetus. Thank you again, Gabriel, for bringing this meeting together. I want to thank every single celestial here one more time, and then Michael will say a word to end the meeting. Chair number 1, Father Fortuna, thank you for coming. And I'm going to do your painting next. I'm going to do his picture next. Father Fortuna. Father Fortuna. Chair number 2, Apollo, thank you for coming and for your words of wisdom. Chair number 3 is Atlas. Thank you, Atlas, for coming. Thank you for bringing your strength. Chair number 4 is Iapetus. Thank you. Thank you, Father Iapetus. You want us to say Father, I don't know why, but you do. Father Iapetus, thank you for coming. Thank you for giving us your message. And next we have Rhea, beautiful Rhea, mother of Zeus and Hera, local universe, father and mother. Thank you for coming. Clymene, thank you for bringing your wonderful consort, Iapetus. Thank you for bringing your son, Atlas. Thank you for coming yourself. Number 7, Chair, Hyperion, the consort of Thea, our beautiful shining one. Thank you, Hyperion, for coming. Thank you for being our Melchizedek, our personal Melchizedek. And number 8, we have Immanuel Poseidon, and you want us to call you Neptune. Thank you. Thank you so much, and thank you for living here. And next we have, of course, Gabriel, whom we thank again for bringing about this glorious morning meeting that we were so happy to receive the news this morning. I mean, you take an ordinary dull day, but of course Sunday's never dull, but
This is our church service.
yes, this is our church service. And you give us this beautiful meeting with these gorgeous, gorgeous celestials, and we thank you for coming. And thank you for living here, and thank you for bringing them all. And we send our best wishes to all who did not attend. Thank you all. Michael, would you please give us an ending to this wonderful, glorious meeting?
Yes, I want to personally thank you all for coming and for giving us your messages of hope and prayer. We will pray and we will encourage others to pray. And as far as the recognition of cosmic unity is concerned, there is a message of that runs through one of my songs that I've written.
Oh!
And that we've produced and put on our
Which one?
our website, CD Baby, and it's on streaming and
Oh.
download sites.
Oh,
It's not necessarily in the context of beauty, but it does talk about a unity. There's an interconnectedness and a unity.
there's a beauty in unity.
So the spoken section leads into the last verse of the song, and the song is called World Peace is a Heavenly Peace.
Oh, yes, of course. Of course, I love it. One of my favorite.
The spoken section, I'll give you the end of the spoken section into the last verse and chorus as a gift, my gift to you all for being here. Thank you so much. I hope that everyone will be open to receiving the messages of the worldwide religion of love. Truth from Gabriel, beauty, love from Venus, beauty from Apollo.
Prayer from Iapetus.
The song says, all of life, on every level of existence, is interconnected and ultimately one. World peace is the great celebration of oneness in the truth of God, that all of life is connected in heaven as it is on earth. peace, a peace that pervades our lives. World peace is a heavenly peace, a peace that enriches our minds. The recognition of cosmic unity, prayer, truth, beauty, love, goodness. Amen. God bless you all. God bless the world.
They are gone. They're not all gone. Gabriel will be staying. Neptune, of course. The others are gone.
That enriches our minds. World peace is a lasting peace, a peace that pervades our lives. World peace is alive right now. It exists in you and me. A still small voice that whispers love in the deepest depths of our being. Oh, peace is a heavenly peace, peace that enriches our minds. Oh, peace is a lasting peace, a peace that pervades our lives. World peace is a shining reflection of the beauty and grace of God, the perfect symmetry of male and female, joining in the human song. World peace is a heavenly peace, a peace that enriches our minds. World peace is a lasting peace, a peace that pervades our lives. Our world is filled with an abundance of heavenly peace and divine love, a most gracious gift from God. It is a love and a peace that is ever present and ever available everywhere and to everyone. We partake of this divine beauty and grace to the extent that our hearts, our minds, and our lives are open to the wisdom that all of life, on every level of existence, is interconnected and ultimately one. It is this awareness that moves us to love ourselves more, to cultivate an everlasting peace, and to share this love and peace with others for the upliftment of our world. Yes, our world is filled with an abundance of heavenly peace and divine love, a most gracious gift from God. World peace is the great celebration of oneness in the truth of God, that all of life is connected in heaven as it is on earth. World peace is a heavenly peace, a peace that enriches our minds. World peace is a lasting peace, a peace that pervades our lives. World peace is a heavenly peace, a peace that enriches our minds. World peace is a lasting peace, a peace that pervades our lives. Those green eyes, those green eyes of truth, spirit of truth, emerald eyes, God of the wise, love in the sky, Gabriel, Gabriel,